Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the Flaeva Show here. We're very excited to have our guest on today, and I actually will pass on the honours because it's one of Nick's good friends. So, Nick, without further ado.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're probably my oldest friend in the world.
I think that's safe to say, yeah.
I think we've known each other from before primary school.
That's when I talk about you, it's always, Nick, my oldest friend.
Oh, yeah, my oldest friend, Marco.
Welcome to the
Welcome
show.
to the show.
Guys.
Nick's eldest friend.
That's almost 30 years, I'd say.
Yeah, just about.
Really?
Well, we're
Almost
31.
our whole lives, yeah.
Damn. You know what? I'm actually got to get the aircon on already because I know it's going to be a very hot episode in here.
Actually, you want to know something funny? Can we bleep something out, James?
Like this?
Like, no, I'm gonna say something. I want you to bleep it out.
Okay.
Can you do that in the episode?
Just remember it's right at the start.
Just remember it's right at the start. You ready?
Like, I'll just listen to this. And...
You ready?
This
No, because
bit
I'm gonna give some personal information.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. Don't ask me how I remember.
I remember 9.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's
All
the
right.
I
one.
remember.
They just exchanged lengths, so well done, boys. It was quite long, you guys.
That's actually how I called you. I'm like, I wonder if I remember his number off by heart.
Yeah.
Typed it in. And
You
came
caught
up.
it, actually.
I think
Yeah.
I think our age, we remember a lot of numbers. 5 years younger than us don't really have that.
Well, because we
I don't
didn't
know,
have
can you speak for it?
You didn't have your own phone book.
Used to be good. I used to know all my family's numbers because we used to write it down.
I used to have a little Healthy Harold thing at one point in primary school, the little keychain with the phone book.
Oh,
And
yeah?
you'd have all your mates' home phone numbers in
Oh,
there. It was a little
sick.
Healthy
Healthy
Harold.
Harold.
If you had a
Elite.
couple bucks to buy it after the little,
Yeah. I don't think it's... No, but now it's like contact names.
Yeah, I know.
You get the number once you never... Unless it's like your part. Like, I know my mum and dad's number, obviously. I actually don't know Nick's off by heart, I think.
Your brothers?
My brothers,
No?
yeah. I think it's
There's
just
only
mum
a
and dad's.
handful of that I know. Probably 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was how you called everybody off the house phone. Is Nick there? Is Marco there?
Oh, I'd hate it. If you didn't pick up, I'm hanging up. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm too shy to speak to someone's parents.
I'll never forget this prank he did to me once, and I was so stupid. He calls me up, and he's like, he told me, I'm going to call you after school. I'm going to tell you a joke. Well, just tell me now. He goes, no, I need to do it over the phone. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, do you want to hear a truck reversing? I'm like, yeah, all right. He hangs up the phone. I'm like,
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh.
and
think
me, I was
that's an
sitting
older
there, I'm
sister
like,
one.
I don't fucking get it. What's
That's so classy.
That's actually a good one. How many times have you used that?
I don't think many. I think I probably just rode that wave.
He did it to his dumbest mate.
He knew one person he can get away with it.
Yeah.
All right, well, this friendship extends to food because Nick has made you a belter.
Well,
Very good.
Marco designed this.
I put a lot of thought into it and Nick's creative input as well.
Nah, it was all you. I just put it together. So I can't remember. Artichoke, Brazola,
Brazola
rocket,
and
buffalo mozzarella.
And mozzarella. Yep,
Have
correct.
a bite right into that microphone.
We've got napkins there too.
Yeah, we're gonna napkins.
Yeah, I
Under the
might put
Beanboozled.
Foreshadowing there, everyone.
Cover my shirt somewhat.
He's had plenty. Panini
Lovely.
there.
Yeah.
He's had plenty. He knows what he's
Is this
for.
the first time you've had this, like, this
This
makeup?
combination,
Yeah.
first time I've had it done this well.
Oh,
Jeez.
that's nice, mate.
Where'd you get this idea from, along with Marco's input? Just
What do you mean?
like, so you initiated the,
No, this is all Marco.
or Marco?
This is all
I've
Marco.
worked in delis a lot in the past.
Oh,
I've
right.
spent many years working in delis, so
He knows the game.
I know some of the meats and, I love food. Flavor
Oh,
combos.
Yeah, who
That's
doesn't?
great.
Who doesn't love food?
The best.
It's pretty good. And have you ever tried N-Dub?
Tried what, sorry?
N-Dub.
Nutrient water. I have tried nutrient water, yeah.
All right,
What-
you're
Yeah, one of these you go to?
I think I'd go the purple one. I'm pretty sure that one tastes like medicine. The red pinky one.
It's a nice one.
It's like a weird one, is it?
It's like dragon fruit.
Yeah.
Is that the
Such a
one-
weird flavor.
Is that the one
they're
you
all
tried?
weird flavors. That's I think that's the better one in my opinion.
Give it a crack.
Cheers.
No, there's yours.
Oh, okay.
We got our two here.
Oh, beautiful.
Can you reach that one? Yeah. Look at that reach.
It's decent.
The purple's the best.
I think so. How many more flavors of these are there?
There's a few new ones now. Actually, there's
Yeah.
a caffeine one.
You know what it sort of reminds me of? Do you remember Play Water? They were the little squeezy bottles. In
Oh,
They
yes.
had them in the canteen. I
The little
think,
poppers.
in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I'm supposed to gulp it in the microphone?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what's good. Fuck, that's loud.
That's good. Goal.
Trying to go right on the throat.
I don't know if they even did that work.
Never couldn't hear shit.
I can't hear myself.
Not alpha.
No, you gobble
Yeah,
like mice.
Yeah, that was actually really refreshing.
Very nice.
That was the first time anyone's actually cheersed the nutrient water. By the way,
It is, yeah.
Oh,
That was the first
Didn't know
cheese
what
ever.
the etiquette was.
It doesn't happen
I
often.
know there's these traditions, you know.
Well, you can tuck away to that panino throughout the show. Don't be shy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
just-
worries.
Attack.
That's yours. So, Marco, I'm going to get on with it with the first four. Look, I really like our staple four, but should I change a couple?
I like the staple.
You like the staple?
Yeah, especially the music one.
What are you thinking, Marco?
Go classic.
Classics?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So, last song you listened to?
It was Tomorrow by Silverchair. I remember this because I was like, oh, they're going to ask me this.
Oh, Silverchair. They did it. Oh, what song did they do? They're Aussie band, yeah?
Aussie, yeah.
I'm trying to think of it now.
Everybody knows Silverchair.
Yeah, I know them, but if I heard the song, I probably know it.
They've got a few good songs from the 90s.
Yeah, okay. Have you seen them live?
No, I don't think I have.
You?
Nah.
Did you go to Coldplay?
No, I
Everyone's been
didn't.
going Coldplay,
No,
man.
no.
Looked incredible.
It looks good, yeah. I like their earlier stuff, I suppose, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's
they got a bit
for the
poppy.
spectacle. I could hear it from home actually in Marsfield. I could hear
Really?
the
What?
like the whole concert. Their opening act on I think Wednesday night it was. I could hear the lyrics of the music.
From Marsfield?
Yeah,
Holy
I saw
shit.
apparently on Reddit someone said they could hear it in Normanhurst.
Holy shit.
That's pretty far from home.
Dude, I couldn't hear it in Ryde, man.
That's nuts.
You're not that far as well.
I know, that's why it's a bit weird.
I'm in Concord, I didn't hear it.
Quiet
Yeah,
Street, maybe.
Maybe the...
Yeah, oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, you probably got some road noise.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
the bottom of that hill is quiet.
And I'm sort of up halfway up the hill. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Okay. What did you struggle with today?
Struggled with choosing what goes on here and choosing what to wear. I struggled with one particular job that just wasn't going my way, and I was pulling my hair out.
Yeah, okay. Fair. Last meal on death row, what is it?
I think it would have to be some kind of steak, some marbled kind of steak with potatoes and of some description.
Yeah, nice.
Steak is always a good choice.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
steak or pizza. If it's like, I don't know, it'd have to be the best pizza ever.
Yeah,
or
it's your last one.
or a good steak.
Do you know what's the best pizza currently in your mind
I
that
don't
you've
know, I
had,
can't-
not toppings based?
I really like Rosso Pomodoro around the corner from here.
Yep.
La Disfida is always a classic at Haberfield.
La Disfida's
all the
elite.
old classics.
Ladysmith is an elite restaurant.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's new ones come along and you can't get too attached to them because a lot of these businesses have an expiration date. They don't
do.
sort of.
Change of owners,
You
yeah.
know,
Well,
yeah.
Ladysmith had that. Yeah, but their
Yeah, I haven't
pizzas
been
have
in a
stayed
while,
good.
but
Their
yeah.
pizzas have stayed good.
It's tough because a lot of businesses are changing hands, and quality can drop.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it sucks when that happens.
Decent. So pizza and steak, or just one of them?
Just one of them. Oh, I mean, if I can have everything,
you're about to
then
die,
I'll
man.
throw a few things in. I'll get a Frango burger.
there we go.
Oh, that's mean.
There we go.
There'll be a few things, yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right, 3 people, dead or alive, 1 to dine with, 1 to party with, and 1 to work out with.
Okay. Work out with, I would probably have to say Ziz because it would just be
Wow,
good
huge.
pump. Or Arnie, I don't know, but probably Ziz. Ziz would be funny.
That'd be a mad chat as well. Like with
With
Ziz.
Ziz, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Screw Arnie, I want to train with Ziz.
Yeah, did we speak about someone? We've spoken about Ziz before, but
Yeah,
not
because Ziz is a Morris boy.
he's a Morris boy.
Yeah.
He's a local.
But like, man, he was a game changer, hey. He was so ahead
He
of
did
his
a lot
time.
for the industry for
Aesthetics and all
young
that.
kids
Yeah.
and that
The
sort of stuff.
festivals and all that.
But he was so
It
ahead
was a
of
whole
his time.
subculture.
Yeah.
But dude, he was making videos in his room, man, and he got huge.
Yeah, massive amount
literally,
of views,
and
Mate, the bloke was like the
Transcendent.
and he
living
was only
Goku.
like in his early 20s when he
I think
passed away.
23.
20, yeah,
I was still in
That
high
young?
school. I was still in high school.
yeah,
You're I'm gonna look it up.
crazy.
You keep rolling. I'll look it up. I don't do anything for this podcast, so I might as well.
What do you mean? All right, 22, man.
Well, 22.
22,
Fuck, that's
there you
young.
go.
No
Heart
way.
attack or heart failure of some sort.
Says here he was born in Moscow.
Yeah, I think he's Russian Armenian.
Really?
Yeah, right.
Dude, that's crazy. What a guy, man. Like he was.
He was in a sauna, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He
Dude,
would have just been over there getting heaps of gear and.
He
know,
still
like-
pops off on like Insta and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
There's
it's
still
massive.
forums that people know about him that weren't even around when he was, like they were children when he was,
Yeah.
he was big.
Yeah.
But mate, he's the
Big in
living
America.
Goku, really.
Yeah.
He,
Dude.
he
It's
a funny
if there was
time.
if there was a new Dragon Ball Z movie, they'd ask him
They'd
to cast
cast
for
him
it,
for sure.
Yeah,
For
dude.
sure.
It's perfect for it.
Imagine Ziz Super Saiyan.
But dude, he was. Everyone knew him
Yeah,
in high
yeah.
school. We're just looking at photos, by the way. It's just
Of guys with their tops off.
oh, crazy. All right, that's a good workout one. Okay, that one's dine with and like your version of a party.
Party's a tough one because I don't know. I don't really drink heaps. I think it would be, I don't know. And dine with. I don't even know how to answer these.
So
Sit down with a meal with someone, just have a
Yeah.
yarn.
Maybe someone like a historical figure or even a politician, maybe Bob Hawke.
There we go.
Yeah.
He'd make you drink.
Let's
That's-
go for yeah.
That's the party.
yeah.
That's the party.
Maybe that's a party one actually.
a 2 for 1.
Yeah,
2 for 1.
We'll call
There
it
we
two
go.
for one.
Done?
Yeah,
All right,
done.
perfect. That's first 4
Too
done.
hard to think of another person.
Yeah. That's it. Classics.
First four. They're good.
They are good.
They hit good. Why? What were the other ones you had?
These are the 3 backups. Answer them if you'd like.
Okay.
Cheeky Uber Eats.
Cheeky Uber Eats would be probably a Porto, like an Porto meal, halloumi and chicken burger or something.
Yeah, nice.
I tend to go for something that I don't like the chips as much, so because they never get delivered well. So if it's just a good burger, I'd prefer just a good burger, maybe a side,
Yeah.
as opposed to fries that are crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting there getting soggy.
The only soggy fries I like are McDonald's, but I haven't eaten McDonald's in a long time, so
Yeah, nice. Huh. We have it as well.
Yeah.
The other one was favorite childhood memory.
Well, this bloke would have been involved in a lot of them. I
Yeah.
can think of a few, like riding our bikes down, down big hills, and Nick had his specific shoes that were all like worn down from braking.
Put my foot on the floor.
Because he didn't have brakes on his bike. So
Put my feet on the floor to
special
stop.
pair of shoes that were all absolutely shaved down.
No way.
Oh, I
Going
remember
down
the-
massive hills.
Remember the trophy? Under
Yeah,
the
yeah,
house?
yeah.
we used to climb under my house, and we thought it was a trophy, but we could never lift it up.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was
No,
something.
it was a door.
Yeah.
'Cause
It
I
was
moved-
like an
I
automatic
moved.
sort of-
house.
Yeah, like there was like a big section. My dad kept fucking everything.
Yeah, it would have been an
Everything.
old thing from a previous renovation, and I think it
Right.
had like a big ornate handle that looked sort of like a trophy,
Yeah.
and it
We
was
thought
always
it was
just
a
in the
trophy.
darkness, and it was like the area we couldn't really get to and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Fucking the
Yeah,
trampoline.
lots of fun memories.
Yeah,
with
fuck.
Nick, definitely, and
Damn.
just memories at school around, Eastwood, Marsfield, Ryde.
Yeah,
just,
it was a hangout.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into that. So Noah Nick, okay. What was he like as a kid?
Definitely loud and known. I think I can't remember which teacher it was, but I met one teacher a few years back, and I said, "Oh, do you remember me?" And they were sort of like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, Nick Lombardo's friend." They're like, "Oh, yeah, of course."
Oh shit!
So you always,
Fuck,
very
that's not
extroverted. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah.
Fuck, you remember our year coordinator?
Yeah.
He came into my shop on my opening day.
He's fantastic.
He was a good guy.
He was very, very good.
He was a good guy.
Was this the guy you told me this story in Europe about the library?
Yes. Yeah.
Are we telling it on air?
Yeah, I think so.
think
It's a good one.
Yeah. So Nick had his eye on a pair of headphones in the library, like these,
Oh, me?
Yeah. And so we're going into the library to take said headphones, and our year coordinator came over and he said, "Lombardo, what are you doing here? You don't read." He's like, "All right, that was that plan." Classic, just things like that.
It's still fucking true.
Always with the banter.
Did you read your love language book?
No.
Hey, audiobooks, man. Trust me. Get them.
Yeah, I
audiobooks.
know,
It's so
I know.
much
Well, it's just
easier.
like podcasts, right?
Yeah,
I listen
yeah,
to
exactly
podcasts
right.
all day. I might as well read
So
an
if you
audiobook.
see Nick in a library,
Yeah,
no,
something's wrong.
Something's going on. He's trying to pinch something.
What was your thought process to take the headphones?
I don't know. Everyone wanted these headphones. When we were in
Yeah,
high
I think
school.
they were pretty hot shit.
Oh,
back
they're
then.
well, cool.
Yeah.
They had the. I remember the brand. They were coming to me later in the episode.
Yeah. Okay.
They were everywhere. I love them.
Yeah?
Yeah, everyone wanted
So-
it over the head.
What did you do? Just get the group and like, I want to take them.
I probably took them. You know, at school, you steal everything at school.
Yeah.
Better check these just to see.
Yeah.
No, they're still real. They're still, I can buy them now. I'm not working for my dad for free.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Pino's birthday today.
Oh,
Actually?
happy birthday,
Yeah,
Pete.
should we
happy-
FaceTime him?
Yeah, FaceTime him. It was my dad's birthday on Friday at
There you
Dobry's.
go.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Fucking November, boys.
Yeah,
Few
that's it.
Scorpios, right?
Yeah.
We won't keep him too long because he's
He's a
Pino.
busy man.
No, he's annoying.
Has he answered?
Hello.
Yeah, mate.
Oh no.
The audience just wanted to say happy birthday. Marco
Happy
Rochak's here.
birthday. Happy birthday, Pino. How you doing?
JT's here.
Happy birthday, Pino.
The audience is here. They want to say happy birthday.
Everybody wants happy birthday.
Everyone
Yeah.
wants to say happy birthday to you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Go back to sleep on the couch.
I wasn't sleeping. I was watching TV. All right.
Oh, that's surprising,
It's
actually.
one and the same sometimes, right?
All right, happy birthday, Dad. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Ja.
Classic.
Good
That's
on
it.
you, Pino.
Very good.
Did you speak to him today already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I called him,
I was gonna say,
I called him
first
early.
interaction.
Disappointing son.
No, I called him early in the morning. Bro, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. He wants to talk to my kids. He doesn't give a shit
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
me.
yeah, that's true.
You're
He
old
doesn't
news.
give a fuck.
You're old news, man.
He's like, Nick who?
Yeah. All right. So what else? You got anything else about Nick growing up? Just fond memories?
Yeah, just a lot of getting into mischief, but always having a reliable person. I think Nick's very reliable.
yeah.
I think the first time I smoked pot, I was with you.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would
Yeah.
have been around that.
We drank probably the same time together.
Yeah, I reckon it would have been too.
Yeah, easily. Anything bad and
A few
good,
times
we probably
between
did
that,
it
like
together.
16 and 18 years old. There was
So then
Yeah.
you left,
I left
Marist?
I left Marist, went to Epping Boys.
and you guys still speak?
Hang on a second.
We hung out a bit, and
Everyone left me though.
Yeah,
that's how I properly started.
Our whole
Because we
group
always
fell
hung out
apart.
with your brother.
What do you
We
mean?
didn't fall apart. Everyone just left,
yeah.
except for me.
Out of the
I was
group.
out-
Nick was
yeah,
the
out
only
of
one
the-
that stayed at that school. Everyone else dropped out, and I went to another school.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But because we always hung out in the same group as your brother, we would go to the same parties, whatever. It's like, oh,
There were a
you
lot
know,
of mutual friends and stuff.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
similar groups.
Really?
Yeah.
You've always got your sort of brother groups,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah. And that's how, and I was like, well, I'm hanging out with the brother group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
and that's how it really
Your
kicked
brother's
off.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Literally.
brother's group.
Literally. And then after that, were you guys in contact until 18?
Yeah, we hung out. Like there'd definitely be some parties where there'd be lots of Marist boys, Epping boys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheltenham, Riverside, Woolwich, etc.
Wow,
a
there you go.
lot of common friends. Yeah,
Cheltenham.
a lot of friends. I think more at Epping. There was more like Cheltenham girls and stuff.
It was very
when I went to
close.
Epping. Yeah,
Yeah, very
yeah.
close.
very close. A lot of the boys lived around there, and Epping, Beecroft, Cheltenham sort of area. And
Really, how did we get so involved with the Woolwich girls? Because it's pretty
I think
far
because
apart.
Sister
we
school.
used to have the
sister
dances
school.
with them, year 7 and 8 dance. Remember like the first one of those, you'd meet like 10,
Yeah,
12 people
yeah.
and you become friends with them throughout high school. And some of them I even still talk to. Like I saw Grace Maroon the other day.
Yeah, she comes in here as well. Yeah.
Like she's lovely. And there's
Yeah.
lots of people that you
That's crazy.
sort of see from time to time.
How long since you've seen Nick?
A few weeks ago, I think.
Yeah,
I
you
came
came
in.
past. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
Couple
still
weeks ago, yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
The shop, mate. The shop's in my network for
That's
everybody
it.
because
That's
I'm always going to be in the one spot.
Perfect. We know where to find you.
Hardest man to find.
You know what? To be fair, a lot of times when I drive past, I'm looking out for you and nowhere to be seen.
Nah, I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen.
He's here on this couch having a having a little kip. Fair enough, man.
Yeah, fair. Wow. Throwing you on the bus, mate.
Got to keep you
Mate,
honest.
so many people have said that though.
What's that?
That like they come through and they don't see me. I'm like, oh, I've got to be there. I'm always there.
Yeah.
Rebecca, he's here.
I was going to say my wife's going to start asking questions. What the fuck are you?
No, he's in the kitchen. He's in the kitchen. Don't worry. He's
Oh
cleaning
man,
out
crazy. The one memory I have of you guys in high school is that you had an afro, and then you were getting some guitar one day. So you left school to get a
the back.
guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But there was like,
went down to West Ryde.
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
you wanted a guitar. Is that the story?
He got a beautiful it was like a
Epiphone.
sunburst blue Epiphone.
Yeah.
Les Paul. He had the cash in his sock. He was scared to carry the cash in his pocket.
did.
So he,
That's right.
in the middle of the guitar shop, pulled his shoe off, pulled his sock off, and he goes, "Here's $1,200, mate."
And I spent all the money on the guitar. I didn't have enough money for a case. I forgot. And they gave me a box.
Yeah. And then we went back to school, and then Petey saw us and gave us attention. Or
Yeah,
something
gave us
for
all
jigging
attention.
the first period.
So wait, would you message the boys the night before? You saw them in the morning, like, oh, let's go.
No, we knew we'd all gone there together. And we said, Nick's
yeah.
buying this guitar.
We'll
Sweet.
go with Nick. I think
You
it was
wanted
me,
it for a while.
me and Anthony
Yeah.
Barbara as a bit of muscle. Like, I think that no one mugged him for
Just
his
in case
guitar with no
the
case.
sock trick didn't work.
Yeah, that's it. And I went up.
It's actually money.
Sock full of batteries. Trying to come close.
Why'd you have the money in your sock?
Because, mate, we're like, 16
What
years
if you
old?
lose it?
carrying
What if
around
it falls out of your
$1,200
pocket?
bucks.
Ah,
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
okay.
a lot of money.
Don't you have
And
a
so-
wallet? Just to put in your blazer?
Yeah, but I was still so nervous, carrying $1,200 around.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Did you know that was in his sock?
Yeah, I think he would have
I told him,
mentioned
I'm like,
it.
it's in my sock. Always look at my
You've
feet.
got to do that. You've got to dack it or put it in your sock. If it's something that's really important, it's going to be, I mean,
look-
I wouldn't do it now. I'd trust myself for having
Yeah,
money
just
in
keep
a
it in your
wallet.
wallet.
What's going on?
Now it's just hair.
Wow. Well, back then it would have been like carrying. Today, carrying 1200s heavy duty. But
Adjusting
like,
for
especially a
inflation,
kid.
it's probably
yeah.
carrying $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
And plus for like
And
a kid.
when you're not working full time, it's
It's a lot of money.
So you told the boys in the morning, hey, we're going to go get this guitar today.
We all went and got the guitar.
But did you not think like we have to be at school right now?
Yeah, but it was only because I performed with it that night.
Yeah, it was like
Wait, a
he
performance.
Yeah.
gave himself a pass because we had a guitar recital that night. So
Yeah,
he was like,
yeah.
bugger it. We'll just
That was creative arts night. And remember the guitar dropped?
No, oh, did the strap break?
The strap broke and I got on my knees and started playing.
Always a
you can't-
showman.
you can't
Always a
stand up.
showman.
You can't stand up and hold it without the
Who
strap.
were you
He
doing it
would
with?
practice that in his room too, so he was perfect. Like
I was
he'd be
ready
on
to
his
rock and
knees
roll.
just doing a slash
Wait, who
solo.
was the act? Who were you with?
I was with you
there.
and Massimo.
I can't remember what we played that year, but there were a few.
No, I remember. Rolling Stones.
Was it?
Yeah, the only Rolling Stones I know how to play.
I remember we learned Brown Sugar in
Brown Sugar. It was Brown Sugar. Yeah. With Matt.
Yeah.
The guitar teacher. I can't even
Yeah.
remember the name of the guitar.
Matt Arthur.
Yeah, he
Matt
was a great
Arthur.
guy.
Matt Arthur and
He
his
looked like a
brother
cool
Mark.
dude.
Yeah,
They
really
were
cool
very,
dude.
very good teachers. Yeah.
Yeah?
Matt Arthur.
He
was
always
a
got
great,
all the
great
boys
teacher.
up there too. He had so many students. Like he was a gun.
He was very proud. Yeah.
Yeah. But guitar's a
He had a
fucking cool
guitar school
instrument.
in Five Dock.
Yeah?
And I think he moved to Orange or Bathurst or something.
Did he?
Wonder if he's
Oh,
still
has he?
doing it. But this was years ago. Like one time I saw him somewhere and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm not living in Sydney anymore. I'm out west.
I remember he had a cracker song that he used to play with his band called I Like Girls That Drink Beer.
Drink beer." That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He had
Is it
some
on like
good songs.
Spotify or something? Or it's just like
Nah,
no.
I think this was like
yeah,
way back. He would have
2011.
he was gigging and stuff.
Yeah.
What a guy.
In the 90s
What a
and 2000s
career, man.
probably.
Guitar teacher at schools, inspiring youth, and then just going and gigging.
It's good stuff because we all got into guitar and it was a perfect person to teach
You
us.
still play?
Not as much as I should. I like having a steel string around and it's nice to know that I can play most chords and I can, but
Well, you used
not
to
as
play
much
a song every time he picked up a steel string. She broke down and left me.
Oh, Never Going Back Again.
Never
by
Go Back
Fleetwood Mac.
Again.
That one's tough because it's like drop C tuning. Like you've got to tune the bottom two strings and capo 6, I think, or 7. But sounds really good when it all goes together.
Yeah,
Real
when you start
folky.
playing it.
Yeah?
Yeah, like Lindsey Buckingham, real good real good song.
Oh, crazy how like live bands have to like tune on the fly
Yeah,
for the song.
they can do it while they're talking, and they're like, so
Yeah.
this next song is
That's
and
mad.
they go,
That's like
And if
aura.
they're big enough, they got guitar techs that just swap
in,
the
swap the
guitars.
guitars.
Yeah,
Yeah, ready
exactly
to rock
right.
and roll.
Yeah, they'll
You
have
wouldn't
a
even
whole-
know
Dude,
whole
that
lineup
happened.
of them.
Dude, that's when you know you've
inside
made
the
it. Hey,
stage.
just getting a guitar tech to come and change your guitar for you.
Yeah.
Like we're doing this song. Yeah, here.
I did my first, because I've only ever played in standard tuning. I did my first drop half a step down for a Biffy Clyro song.
Okay,
I started listening to Biffy Clyro again, and I'm like,
I remember you were into them. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking play this song. And so I looked up the tabs, and I'm like, oh my god, all the tuning's changed. So I just picked one of the guitars. I'm like, this is your tuning now.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not doing this again. Tuned it all down, and I'm like, fuck, it sounds so good.
I used to like if I ever was in drop D tuning in my guitar, I'd go on and look for other drop D tuning songs before I tune it back. I'm like, all right, what else can I play while my guitar's tuned like this? And
Nah,
then,
I've gotten so good at drop D now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
hit the string, wait till it sounds perfect.
It's
and
good
then-
for like metal and stuff. It's,
Yeah,
there's some
yeah,
real good
yeah.
metal songs.
Yeah. Damn. I used to have a guitar tuner. And then
Yeah,
But
I've
the
got an
clip-
electric one.
the
yeah.
clip-on ones are better. I found.
Yeah, you
I
stuff
think the
them on
ones
at
with
top.
the inbuilt were really good, like the steel string that has
Inbuilt?
it has
Oh,
the
the
little
tuner
tuner
on the
on
top,
the
yeah.
pickup, like on the
Oh yeah. That little.
That's really good.
Yeah,
I got rid of my steel string. I've only got electrics now.
Okay, yeah, you've always been into electric, so
Yeah, I love the
I've
sound.
still got my Epiphone Les Paul, but
Yeah?
I don't really play it. It's nice, like it feels nice and solid, and
Do you know what I've done?
Fretboard's nice and small.
I've hung them on the wall.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
used
just
to have it here,
it's just there ready to rock and roll. All you got to do is grab it and play.
literally ready to rock and roll.
Literally ready to rock and
Do you
roll.
remember what was that website? It was
Ultimate Guitar.
Ultimate Guitar.
Ultimate Guitar
You
for
get
the
the
tabs.
tabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Is
was
that
sick.
still
And
around?
I managed to, it's still around. There's an app for it now as well.
There we go.
And I even managed to download like illegally a I think it was Guitar Pro was like the
Allegedly.
one the one where you get the tabs and it's got all the instruments and it's got tabs and you can slow it down. That's how I'd play like the solo of Sweet Child of Mine. I'd just like slow it down to half speed and play along with it. And then you can slowly speed it up
Speed it up
and
and
That's
get
mad.
better at
That's
it.
smart.
Yeah, really cool.
That's smart.
Man, we don't have enough time for like. Oh, we do. We don't prioritize it, but man, with the busy life, hey, just don't have time just to jam out.
Mate, I've probably jammed out more this year than ever before
Really?
because of the kids. They love it.
Yeah, okay. That's
Oh, my
nice.
daughter loves it.
Yeah.
My son-
Entertainment.
Yeah. My dog goes to sleep every time I play guitar. It's fucking weird. I play like heavy
it's
rock
chaos.
and he falls asleep.
Because
Why-
it's chaos.
Is that what it is?
I think he doesn't like it calm. He likes when people are chaotic because then he can calm down.
Yeah, but as if and then he gets to calm down.
My sister's dog is shit scared of my guitar. Like one time he came in and he was wagging his tail and it hit a string and he just piss bolted. And like
Really?
if I play just play a note, he'll run, like he'll bark and
I thought you were going to say,
sort
and then Eric Clapton was born.
All right, guitars, man, they're beauty. Some are just,
Hey, if someone's got a guitar at a party, Wonderwall's coming out.
of, yeah.
yeah, mate. Are you going to Oasis? Did you get tickets?
Nah.
Dude, too much demand.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
out of
I
nowhere.
wasn't that like. I mean, I used to listen to him a lot, and especially the "What's the Story, Morning Glory" album. Like my dad had that, and listened to that a lot as a kid. But not that crazy about them to.
You
Pay
got to
hundreds of
love a
dollars
band
and-
to get pay that much
I think
money.
it's just the fact that the two brothers have like okay enough with each other to tour and like.
Or they
probably
beefing?
Well, they're like notoriously beefing for years and years.
That's why they broke up, wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah, I think they were just like very toxic. I know there's like a big history. They're a huge band in a certain time, and like there's a lot to it. But yeah, I'm not sure the
What is your
story.
favorite band, Mark, at the moment?
favorite band's very hard, man. I don't know. That's a
Or who do you enjoy listening to at the moment while you run?
while I run, I always listen to anything from metal to energy, like Alex K stuff. Like all that sort of
Old
stuff.
school.
6
Yeah.
days on the run, all that. Like
Yeah.
lots of 90s house, energetic sort of stuff. But sometimes I can run to podcasts, audiobooks, it depends what kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Sometimes run with no headphones and just enjoy the fresh air.
Raw dog it.
Yeah.
Damn. That's what they call it.
They want to
Really?
put that word, like
Yeah.
it's nominated for, I don't know, is it Collins Dictionary Word of the Year or something?
Yeah,
It's
raw
like,
dogging.
Don't put raw dog. It's not, that's not what
It's
it
like
means.
it's like when you raw
Don't put
dog
it
a
in the
flight.
dictionary.
No headphones,
Yeah.
no screen. You just sit there.
I know, and there's all these
It's like
Americans
eating
on
a
TikTok
panini.
doing it for like a 4-hour flight to, Miami or something.
It's like
get
eating a
real.
panini without bread. You're raw dogging it.
Yeah, I guess so. But that,
Drinking a coffee without a lid. Oh, I've got more.
but since you mentioned it, we're gonna go on to it. But running, mate, have you had a lifestyle change in the last couple of years, or was it longer?
The last year I started running. I think it was just over a year ago. And yeah, no, it's been fun. Like it's nice to sort of stay consistent at something for a year, because I've always sort of trained with weights. Apart from the last few months, I was pretty consistent for a couple of years that. But before that, I was sort of training on and off for 10 years, and I couldn't run at all, really. Like we used to do, like at one point when Nick lost a bunch of weight, we'd go to the local athletics track, and him and my brother-in-law would do 10 to 20 laps. And I'd do like run one, walk one, run one, walk one. I couldn't string more than two.
But that's worse. The endurance in that's a lot harder than just consistent jog.
Well, I think the thing that I didn't realize at the time, and it took me until like starting to properly run, is that you can go slow. Like it probably took me a few months into running to realize like you can run much slower than you are. And this is what I tell friends that want to get into it. Like run slow to the point where you think like, oh, this is embarrassing. Like, this guy's walking faster than me. It's fine. Like it's absolutely okay, because you'll get faster. The distance will get greater, and you'll just become, your body will adapt to it, and you start
It'll take time.
shedding kilos too. It's
Dude, it's crazy.
incredible exercise.
I was the same as you. I couldn't. It's the funniest thing. Played football, right? But I was never really fit for like, I reckon, since 20.
Yeah.
And then like
Sunday league, mate.
couldn't. But like you run, you still have to run.
Yeah,
and
of
then like
course.
looking back now, I'm like, man, I was just a fat slob. And then I couldn't even run like 250, 500 meters, man, when I first started.
Yeah.
Like I was huffing and puffing like crazy.
Because you would have come out running from soccer.
Yeah.
Like short burst,
Yeah, that's it.
sprint. You would have been going
Yeah.
real fast. For
That's a
those
stretch,
250
but
meters.
something like that. but then it's crazy how it builds up.
Yeah.
And then you start hitting milestones. So my milestone was 500 meters.
Yeah.
Then it was 750, 1 kilometer. Dude, I was so chuffed after 1K. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? I ran a kilometer.
Can't believe I did that.
You know what I mean? It's like, 26 years old? But then it changes you, because then you add to it,
Yeah.
you know?
It's very it's easily accessible exercise.
Oh,
Lots
dude.
of people can do it.
So good.
Basically, if you can walk, you can probably run.
Yeah.
Like at a low speed, low impact. It can be it can be
But
what you want it to be.
it's just that initial, like anything starting out, it's really hard. And the first K, well, what do they say? The first 2Ks, last 2Ks sort of thing. If you're doing like a big run, but like once you get in that groove, man, you got your.
Yeah.
It's really good zoning out and
Yeah, it is.
mentally.
It is nice.
It's a
mentally-
beautiful thing to do first thing on a Saturday morning. Like to get home at like 8:30, 9 a.m. and you've already been through like 7-8 suburbs. Like around the area.
crack up.
It's cool.
And you're
Get
part of
home,
the
have a
right-
big
the-
bowl of cereal or whatever.
Ryde running group? Is
Yeah,
that what it's
Ryde
called?
Running's one of the local boys, Jack Young, sort of started a run club, and it's nice. It's just very accessible. There's people of all ages, and it's lovely.
Did you start running with that running club? Or?
It was around the time I started. It was maybe like a couple months after I started, so it was nice to sort of be able to do that, once or twice a week, and they do 3 times a week, and it's they have their set runs and stuff. It's very good.
What Ks were they doing on these runs? Like 5?
Like between 5 and 8.
Nice.
Yeah, just
But perfect amount for what you need in the
Yeah,
Arvos.
some flat ones. Yeah, so there's a morning one. Like I think Tuesday mornings they do.
And they've got different routes.
Yeah, so one of them's just flat 5.5 Ks from Quarry Road to Macquarie Centre and back, like just through the back through the
Yeah.
where the creek, alongside the creek and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
past
pretty
Kent
that's
Road.
decent.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's it's about 2.5 Ks each way.
Yeah.
And then there's other routes where you incorporate some hills and stuff around Macquarie Uni and Marsfield and that. So
Yeah, nice.
it's nice. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it good running in a group, or do you prefer to run solo?
I think both have their positives. Like running in a group is nice because you can chat. If you're running slow and you can sort of catch up with your mates. You make friends. Like the run on the weekend, I saw a couple people from the run club, and hey bro, how you going? What are you hoping to get today? And all that sort of stuff. And everyone's there for the same purpose. So you sort of meet people that have similar interests to you.
Yeah, of course.
And you ask, how's everything going? How's your wife? Whatever. You can sort of just making friends as an adult. It's not. It's not as easy. So it's nice to have an avenue where you can sort of meet people, make friends.
Yeah, of course.
So I prefer by myself.
By yourself is very good.
It's just like, because if I'm with someone socially, I just go, it's social time. I want to make sure they're comfortable, ask how they are. But then I get sidetracked on my goals. Like,
I find it hard running. Not that I run anymore, but when I used to run, we went on a run together once.
dude, we did the Bay run. Oh, it was a half-half. We ran
Half-half,
for a
yeah.
bit,
Yeah,
then we
that's fine.
walked. But
But like running and talking was always something I couldn't figure that part out. Like
Yeah,
my
okay.
breathing strategy.
It's tough, yeah.
Because I always forgot during the run, but in through your nose, out through your mouth. The slower you breathe or the longer you hold your breaths, the further you'll get. And I just always forget. I'm like, you know what? Just fucking get your rhythm going. Make sure your
Yeah.
legs are going. And I'd get puffed out or whatever, but I could never uphold a conversation.
You're probably thinking about it too much.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why music, while I was running, was the best.
It's always nice. It's like, because, I think when I'm walking, it's always music and,
Yeah. And Bullet for My Valentine always got me through.
dude,
Bullet for My
shut
Valentine,
up.
very
I was
good.
literally going to say Bullet for My Valentine before when we were talking about bands.
Yeah, bro.
The Poison,
The Poison, Hearts Burst Into Fire.
so Scream, Aim and Fire.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Then
Forever
Fever.
and Always. Forever and Always.
Dude, I didn't know you were big. Do you like Bullet?
I've heard a few of their songs. Like, I like usually heavier stuff. Like,
okay.
I wasn't heaps.
They're
into
a
emo,
bit more
but-
melodic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like I like post-hardcore and that sort of stuff.
North
so
Lane.
I like Northlane.
North
and
Lane.
Bring Me the
stuff like that.
Horizon?
Yeah, early Bring Me the
Early-
Horizon. Like
early.
the stuff that's not even on Spotify. One of their early EPs was my favorite, probably.
Wow.
And like early Parkway Drive.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say
Like,
Carry
always.
On.
Yeah,
Fuck,
Carry On.
what a song.
It's got hundreds of plays on my old iPod, honestly.
Carry On?
Like, yeah,
By-
Carry On by Parkway Drive.
Parkway Drive.
Okay, I got to check it out.
Huge.
That intro.
Very, very
That
big.
intro
It's
is the best.
Goosebumps.
Like,
Yeah?
if you want to go for like, you've got a straight run, I'm going to sprint.
That's it?
It's
You
a
want
big-
that build up
big
to the
jam.
intro and then
Very good to train to.
Carry on.
I've
I'm
trained
just
to
going
a
to
lot
write
of
it down
Parkway
because
Drive.
we normally forget these things.
Yeah, it's
It's incredible,
CARRION.
It's a great song.
Okay.
One word.
But tell us what you know about the run that you're going on.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing a 30K run for Movember. It's being put on by, I think, Ryde Running and Western Sydney Run Club. My mate Jack is doing 60Ks, which is very, very tough. And, he hasn't done that far before. So he's been training and everything. And, he's married with a kid and doing all that stuff, which is amazing. He's, big Movember, donator. And I thought I'd give it a crack, do 30Ks. I haven't done that before, so just go slow and try raise some money for a good charity.
Oh,
It's
good.
got a short blurb here. Should I read it out?
Yeah,
For
sure.
men's health is in crisis. Men's health is in crisis. Men are dying on average 4.5 years earlier than women, and for largely preventable reasons. A growing number of men, around 10.8 million probably, are facing life with prostate cancer diagnosis. Globally, testicular cancer is the most common cancer among young men, and across the world, one man dies by suicide every minute of every day, with males accounting for 69% of all suicides. Movember is uniquely placed to address the crisis on a global scale. We fund groundbreaking projects all over the world, engaging men where they are to understand what works best and accelerate change. There you go, Mr. Petey. I can't fucking read.
Wow, how powerful.
It's
Powerful
good, mate.
balls.
Mate, we've said it before. We had a guy Mark come in, talk a bit about men's mental health on a bit of a different aspect of it, more adult, women sort of breaking their hearts and
Yep.
moving on with life and setting their life up again at a later age. But mental health in men is like, it does get spoken about a lot more now. We can't say that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely being like a bit of a wog upbringing, like you sort of
There's a lot of hush hush.
hush hush, shut up, get on with your life, don't
Yeah,
let
yeah.
anybody knows what happens in the house, all
we're
that
tough,
bullshit.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, I raised you tough. Be tough.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't have to be
But
tough, you know.
what are you going to fucking do?
Yeah.
Like, mate, everyone gets depressed. The most depressing point of my life, I've said this before, is when my daughter was first born, you're useless. And no one tells you that you are useless.
You can't do anything.
You can't do anything. You can't. I couldn't even help my wife properly. I tried to,
Yeah.
and it just felt like I was always doing it wrong. And you sort of get home and pull up in the garage at home, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to get out of the car. It was a bit shit. But eventually you come out of it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, so it happens on both sides of that, you know. Like
yeah, and everybody...
postnatal can be, you know.
we were talking about him last week, Mike Malak. He always says, like, you know, what might seem like not so much of a big issue to somebody else might be the fucking hardest part of the other person's day.
Yeah.
So everyone's got their own shit, you know? Like, someone might find that, oh, I've got to go and work today, be the most depressing thing in the world. But then the other person's like, what are you talking about? You're a porn star. You know what I mean? You got a great job. But it could be a fucking pain in the ass to the other person.
Could
You know what I
literally
mean?
be a pain in the ass as a porn star. Sorry, bro, you set it up for me.
That was good. That was quick. That was very good.
It was like the borderline deep like conversation, and then it was just like.
Had to lighten it up.
You have to.
Speaking of lining up, but all that stuff is very serious, so please reach out to someone.
And
Even us.
and Marco's link will be in the
Stories
Addy,
throughout the week.
Throughout the week, it'll be at the shop if you want to donate. Come on in and support a good cause, and Marco's going to get a good. How far are you going?
30Ks.
30K is going to be doing it in like 20 minutes. So
Speaking of what felt like 20 minutes, man, Europe,
Yeah.
dude, I can't
I had
believe
the
it.
pleasure of being with JT for a week or so in Europe.
Oh, what a time, man!
Very good time.
Did you know I was on the cruise?
I did. I found out probably maybe a couple of months before.
Actually, there was a group chat that Vinny made. So Vinny makes this group chat. It's me, Marco, Nikki. And I was like, oh, I know Marco. Oh, no, of him. I never really spoke to you, I think.
Yeah, no.
I was like, oh, sick. Anyway, so we didn't really converse much. It was just Vinny sort of
Yeah,
chatting.
Vinny being the organizer.
Yeah. Anyway, so then I get like in Rome on the bus and I see him like, oh, how you going, bro? And we just start talking on the bus. Felt like nothing. I was like, oh, yeah. But then we started hanging out on the cruise and then that was it. Like, had a great week together. And I messaged you. I was like, oh, I'm on the...
James is very good at extroverted, and he's very good at talking to people. Even like when I was watching you guys play blackjack and stuff, and I'd walk past and you're just having conversations with all these random, you know, Russian dudes and whatever. Just you know.
because I remember seeing it on a story, and it didn't even click in my head. Like Marco and James is together. It was like I'm either watching Marco's story or James's story.
Yeah.
So he messaged me. I'm like, oh fuck, I did see that.
Yeah.
That was a very good time.
It was a good time, but even getting to know Marco, like it was just so good. It was so chilled.
What
But
better place to get to know each other? We went to Monte Carlo Casino.
Yeah, that was a rough day.
Yeah, it was a very funny day.
We got to tell the story, I reckon.
Yeah.
Stuff Nicky. He's not here.
Go, Marco, you told the story what happened at Monte Carlo.
So Nikki, who has been a guest on this show, had a big night the night before. He had a big night every night on the cruise. But that particular night, he sort of had, I don't know, he probably had about half an hour sleep.
Dude, it wasn't even that big of a, like...
Oh, he just kept going. Like,
He was
just
the
kept
only
drinking,
one.
You know.
And he roomed with Nicky.
I was sharing a room with Nicky,
Yeah.
and I've known Nicky since he was born. I know he's a big snorer, and he's but he said I was worse. He goes, bro, the one time I fell asleep after you were pretty bad. I was like, shit.
Actually, you both didn't really snore. When I stayed one night on the floor.
You stayed on the floor. Make of that what you will.
No one snored that night. All right, tell us what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so so he said, boys, I'll be fine. Once we get there, I'll just sleep in the car, because it was about an hour from Cannes to Monaco. And he goes, no worries. You know, his brother was driving. JT was up the front. Nikki was at the back with me. I was the smallest, so I'm in the middle between Nikki and another friend, Alex. And just without warning, we're still in like the city of Cannes, and we haven't got out. We just got out of the rental car place, and it's Bastille Day, like the biggest national day on the French calendar.
Yeah.
And there's a big official ceremony taking place outside, a council building or whatever. There's guards there. There's, all sorts of official people. And Nicky, without warning, decides to spew on himself and on the window and the door of the car. He couldn't get the window open quick enough, so he opens the door and he's now spewing on the street. Vinny had the smarts to stop the car just before this big official ceremony in the middle of town. And he's just sitting there with his shirt covered in spew. And he's just like, boys, I don't think I can do this. So we dropped him back at the thing and, dropped him back to get the tender boat over to the cruise. And I think he had his Shamrock shorts in his bag in case he went for a swim. So he wiped the car down with that. And we got back on the cruise and his mum was messaging. I was like, "Where's Nicky? Have you guys seen him?" And I'm like, "He's sleeping, just sleeping."
Yeah.
I hope he's sleeping. I hope he made it back in one piece.
Yeah, exactly right.
But it was hilarious.
He threw up on the tender boat.
That's right. You got a really good shot of him. It's in my reel. I made a reel.
Yeah.
There's a good shot of Nicky spewing overboard on the tender with 100 people.
But the Europeans were like, oh, and we're like, I was just laughing,
Yeah, so Australian.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so Australian, so Australian.
Christ.
When your mate spews, you got to laugh.
Yeah. But dude, that was so funny.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, 10 meters away from throwing up in front of the officials.
That's hilarious.
It was really
I kind of wish he
funny.
did
One
it just
time.
to see what would happen.
What are they going to do? You could just say
We're
he's got food
talking about,
poisoning.
imagine him being on the newspaper, this Australian, disrespecting their celebrations.
But great week. We had a good
Yeah.
time on that cruise.
Very
That was a
good
lot of
time.
fun.
What was
great.
your take on food in Europe? Because James said something very interesting about it. I want to hear what you thought.
Just in general, food.
Was it Europe or Italy in particular?
No, I just said the food. We've got good food here.
Absolutely. I think for Italian food, we're spoilt with
Yeah.
good, authentic Italian food here. We can have the same ingredients, the same chefs, everything the same apart from the location. And so that's very easy to replicate. We've been blessed with that.
Maybe not
I
the
think
tomatoes.
A lot of see, that's the thing. The produce can be fresher. And
Yeah.
there's always the onions. When Nonna grows the onions, they're always better than the...
Yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And when you make a tomato salad with that, it's so different to an onion you buy at the shop.
Yeah.
But we're definitely spoiled. That I realized that in certain places, in Germany, you have your kebab and all that sort of stuff, and you try the local things. I think in Portugal is really cheap. I found that was cheap to eat, probably one of the cheapest.
Yeah, right.
But there were some places where you're just paying so much money for food. I was in Paris and it's quite expensive there. And
touristy.
I think the good food in Paris would be really expensive. I went to one Michelin star restaurant because that was bucket list, and it was nice. But I picked an Italian restaurant because I'm fussy and I don't want to eat snails. And didn't want to get a 10-course degustation, and it's all things I don't really like.
Have you eaten snails before?
No. See, I'm a
I have.
I'm a contradiction.
They're just flooded in butter. You can't even tell that you're eating a snail.
That's most French food, right?
Yeah, butter. But literally, I remember eating it. I'm just eating a mouthful of butter. It was almost like a scallop, texture of a scallop.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't really. I'm not crazy about things like that, like oysters. I don't like the texture. I don't like slimy things.
Mate, oysters are hard to get used to. But I can eat them.
But the thing is, when people eat oysters, it's just they're always like, "Oh, just swallow it." And it's like, what's the point of just swallowing if you're like?
Nah, you
I don't know.
got to chew it and
I
get the
don't
creaminess of it.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't.
But
do
it took me ages. It took me
Yeah.
ages to get used to.
Nah, I'm
oysters.
happy not doing it.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I don't care if I'm a baby. Mum will still make fun of me. I don't eat prawns and stuff. I don't mind fish usually if it's raw. I prefer to have raw fish than
Like a
cooked fish.
sashimi.
Yeah, sashimi,
Yeah,
carpaccio or something like that. If it's expensive, I'll eat it. If you go to a nice restaurant, someone goes, "Here, try this kingfish," and it's like, all right, it's like $100 dish or something. Sure, I'll give it a crack. It must be nice. It's not your fish and chip battered. Who knows what it is.
So it sounds like lots of flavors.
Lots of different flavors that you're not used to.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I stick to my basics. I don't. Fucking bastard.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Should we get a fresh pack?
Yeah.
Grab a fresh pack.
I'm going to do the mini
Why,
one.
are they all stuck together?
A little bit, yeah. We haven't opened this up for a long time.
Oh, damn. How did I get so fucking lucky? It
Oh, we got the mini.
It looks like a pack of nerds. I wish it was a pack of nerds.
Man, I haven't had nerds for ages.
Nerds.
Lucky I've still got this.
Yeah,
I've still got the
you got a
Panino.
chaser.
I'm gonna have to empty these.
Goodness.
What's that?
I'm gonna have to empty these ones.
I can just play from the packet.
You should do that. up
No,
the
you
microphone.
can't because you can't go through it to
What do you mean?
to get the flavour out.
I should put in your coffee mug.
Oh, doesn't matter. We'll get rid of it after. Don't worry, James is too structured. I'm like, who gives a shit? We'll sort it
That's
out.
true.
This is how it works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the segment called Beanboozled. Beanboozled is where we're going to spin a reel, and there's some fucked up flavors in this packet of jelly beans over here.
And
Fuck
it's
my
Marco's own demise because he said, before.
He
He's like,
fucked up.
Yeah, he's like, we'll go play Beanboozled, are we? And I was like, yes.
But look, the reality is you might not get any any bad flavors.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, your chances are probably like 80% of getting a bad flavor. So I'm going to spin for you. You can spin for me. And then
Do we have to try all of them?
No, we're just going to spin it. It's going to land on one. But do you want me to give you an example of what some of the fucked up flavors are?
I think I know some of them. I don't even want to hear it.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. So
Is it
we'll
just,
we'll just do it on the fly.
No, you can tell me when it gets to one what it's
Oh,
gonna
this
be.
one isn't that bad. It's
Okay.
just buttered popcorn or rotten egg. I mean,
Good.
That's probably one of the, yeah. Okay.
no, it's not. Rotten egg's fucked.
Yeah, okay.
I hope you don't get rotten egg now. I'll get you nutrient water ready.
Rotten egg.
Yeah, it's fucked, isn't it? Just send it like a tablet. And it'll be
it's not
gone.
Nice.
Oh, stuck in my molar.
Yeah. Okay, you can spin for me. Get it back. Get me back.
That is Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks.
Oh, decent, Nick.
What colour is
Or like multicolored speckle.
Oh, yeah. Looks like this one here. Tutti Frutti. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's good. They're good when they're nice.
Yeah. You love a dead fish.
Oh, are you
What
serious,
is it with
man?
you and dead fish?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Dead
what's the
fish or
good
what?
flavour?
Dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. That's dead fish.
Wow.
Oh, you're good.
Strawberry banana.
Delicious.
You know
Very
what?
good combo.
To help get it out, just eat that one.
It's a win.
No, this
it's
is
actually
a
a
win-win. It's either,
What is it?
it's
Show
either
me the-
toothpaste or berry blue.
Okay.
So like toothpaste, you're just brushing your teeth.
It's a mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to do Lucky Dip?
Thanks for giving me one of the refresher ones.
Do you want to do a
There's
lucky
only
dip?
two in the box I saw.
You want to do a lucky dip?
No.
Do you want a Lucky Dip?
What, from there?
Yeah,
You
just, go like,
you just don't look.
Nah, I don't want it.
That's what it. Do you want to do a lucky dip?
I got the nice flavour now.
It's been a while. Oh, this is gonna be a dead fish for sure.
Oh! I'll go again.
Nice.
I'll go again.
Oh, you can eat it.
No, I don't get the good one for the Lucky Dip.
I got strawberry banana smoothie.
Did you? Oh, the booger or
That's the booger one.
Booga booga.
Crash Bandicoot? What a game.
You remember playing Crash Bandicoot?
I never had a console as a kid, but I remember playing. We used to play Conker's Bad Fur Day at your place on the Nintendo 64.
I've still got that Nintendo 64.
Yeah, wow. They're good.
Yeah. I haven't set it up.
They're good. Dom's still got one and we play it sometimes. When the kids are up and they'll try play Mario Kart and they don't know how to play because they're not old enough.
Remember Conker's Bad Fur Day, the flower with the boobs?
Yeah, we thought it was the coolest thing
I
ever.
thought it was the best thing ever. Like, look at these boobs. It was just a big
It was
sunflower.
like
You're not even playing
late
that, boys.
90s.
Was that when you used to like
It was
call
like a
each other?
squirrel that would smoke a cigar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Would you like call each other then too? Say
Yeah,
and
probably
play
back
on?
in those days.
Yeah.
I remember one time the Simpsons episode was on where Mr. Burns comes out of the woods like an alien.
Were you scared of
Oh,
that?
bro, that
with
was
the X-Files music.
Yeah.
And I was at Nonna's house, which is around the corner from Nick's. And there was a blackout that night. And I called him to see if he could watch the end of it because it was like back when it was on Channel 10.
Yeah.
And
You
it was
had to
like,
wait.
Yeah, I missed the end of it. I was like, what happened? And he's like, oh, it's Mr. Burns.
Wow. So Nick picked up.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Jeez.
Mate, Simpsons, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock? 6 o'clock.
Channel 10, 6 o'clock.
Was it 6
o'clock,
o'clock because they
Channel
had
10.
the news after or before? I think.
Hour of news. You have to go through the long haul of watching the news. If you, because
What was in the afternoon after Totally Wild? I remember something at 4:30. Maybe those ABC Kids or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember
Very true.
Simpsons, then Neighbours.
Simpsons was always 6
was
o'clock.
the
Yeah,
hour.
6:30
Simpson
Neighbours.
Neighbours,
That's
yeah.
right. Yep.
What about fucking like the goat of all cartoons, Dragon Ball Z before
Yeah, but if
School
you go
Cheese
back
TV.
and watch that, it's actually very boring because they take forever to do stuff.
Dragon Ball Z.
I remember they were
100%.
they were charging for like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't remember that. I remember
Shaking
being
and-
very like quick as a kid.
Yeah, but
Do you remember when Goku first turned Super Saiyan and everyone going to school the next morning? Or the
remember
that I'll never forget that. It was like we
Everyone
all
comes to
met.
school
with the new
Everyone
wave
tried
gel.
to go.
No, we all met because it took him 2 episodes to become Super Saiyan. He was screaming for 2 episodes. Literally. He was going,
And
for literally
did
2
everyone come to
episodes.
school with the new wave hard rock gel? Remember the gel with the purple lid? Yeah.
Wet as anything.
Yeah.
It looked like your hair was
That's
wet.
what
but it
that's
was
what I remember in
perfect.
primary school. We all used to use gel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and links.
And Links
yeah.
Africa.
Links Africa,
Cracker.
Links
Yes.
Java. Like there were a few good classics.
But I remember everyone coming to school like, oh my God, he did it. And he's
Yeah.
Super Saiyan now.
So what did you guys do?
What do you mean?
Did you get? We.
No, we're just excited because we watched
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
tried to become Super Saiyan.
Just discuss what happened the night before. Kids
Yeah.
probably do it now
Was
about
that like-
something that happened in Fortnite, while they were gaming
Yeah,
online
probably.
or something,
That's true. Would you say you guys would have been brothers back then?
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Ride or dies.
Yeah.
You got to ride or die now?
Not really. I have like multiple close friends.
Good.
And I think it's nice to sort of spread yourself out a bit and have, it's nice when you sort of bring them together and some friends from here meet friends from there and then they hit it off and it's, sort of nice when you have something or dinner or whatever, bring them together.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to call one of them, mate. Because we're playing the game. Do you know this game?
No, I don't think I do.
It's called Tooken.
Okay.
So
This is why you asked me if I had my phone.
this is why you need your phone. It's 9:10. So it's not that late. 9:10.
Karma. It's karma.
There's a hypothetical here. There's a gun to your head. If they answer the phone, you die. So you got to think of someone.
Fuck.
What about Dom? Will Dom be awake?
Dom would probably get the shits because he might be sleeping. Let me have a look.
Call Dom.
And then if they answer, I just say, "Hey, bro."
You killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There were many people have answered.
Okay.
The best, Marco, I called my mum. My mum never answers her phone.
And she answered.
Mate, the voicemail. We should have this like ready to rock and
Yeah,
roll so we can show
no, she
people
didn't
after.
answer. She didn't answer.
She didn't answer.
Her own son calling.
And it was just my dad coughing for a voicemail. It was fucking hilarious. You see,
Well, she went to record her voicemail one time and your dad just coughed into the...
no fucking idea what it was. It was so weird.
I honestly don't I don't think anyone...
You don't want him to answer.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to find someone that wouldn't because most
Surely Nikki
people would
wouldn't.
answer. I don't know if I got Nikki's number. I don't want to call my boss for anything.
Messenger? Is the messenger call count?
It'd still be someone calling, technically.
Yeah, okay.
It's almost like having their number now, right?
Yeah,
On
yeah,
Messenger.
All right, let me call Nikki then.
All right, done.
I didn't realize you could do that. You
Wait,
can even
I-
call on Instagram now.
What's his bloody name on here?
Nicholas?
Oh, I think it's NC.
Oh, the cruiser.
Yeah, NC Cruiser.
All right, mad. Let's
Let
go,
me go.
Nikki.
Message.
Get her
call,
on speaker right next to that mic.
speaker. He'd be like, "What the fuck is he calling me for?" You killed me, bro. You killed me.
Does he know what's going on? Did Nicky play?
Nikki played.
You played this game? Oh, you weren't supposed to answer, bro. Anyway, hope you're doing well, bro. Say hi.
How are you, bro?
How's Melbourne, Nikki?
That's what's
That's
up.
it? All right, it's great. Cool, bro.
Thanks for the content, brother. Peace,
Ciao,
mate.
mate.
Ciao. There we go.
Wow.
Told
He
you,
did dirty.
Everyone's
knew
going
what
to
was-
answer my calls.
He knew what was going on.
All right, Marco, we're about to wrap up here, my man. So we've got Flaeva 5. It's top 5 of a category of our choosing. Okay. I've got one because we're pretty heavy into our music. So best guitarist. Flaeva 5 guitarists.
Here we go.
We can help. We can sort of... So I'm going like there's Slash, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, I was going to say hard to go past Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton,
Yeah.
Angus Young,
Pioneer. Yeah,
Joe
Angus,
Satriani.
Angus Young.
can't
Joe
forget Malcolm
Satriani.
Young, good guitarist in his own right as well.
Yeah.
I vouch for Joe Hendrix and
I think John Mayer is very underrated. John Mayer is a very talented
very
guitarist.
underrated.
And some of the old ones, Muddy Waters, B.B. King, like blues guitarists are very, very skilled and talented.
What do we think?
Kirk Hamlet.
Christone Kingfish Ingram. You've seen him?
No.
He's this big black fella from the South, Louisiana maybe, and he's very, very talented. Like, yeah, amazing music. He plays a Les Paul and it makes it look small because he's just this big dude.
Really?
Oh, I think I know
Amazing
this
voice.
dude.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Christone Ingram. Like Chris Stone, basically.
Oh, one word.
Yeah. And then surname is it's if you type in Kingfish. Yeah. And
Yeah, I know this dude.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, he does make a Les Paul look fucking tight.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Big fella.
Look how small that guitar looks.
Yeah. Carlos Santana.
Yep.
Yeah,
good.
he's good. All right, let's do this. Let's rank them. We've got to pick together.
Okay.
I'm happy for Jimmy to
Take first place.
Yeah, Jimmy
Yeah.
first place. What about Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, anyone that was in Yardbirds, Jimmy Page, very good.
Jimmy Page, yeah. I'll put Jimmy Page too.
Yeah, Jimmy
Okay.
Page would be one of the top.
Yep. Who was Cliffs of Dover? Who was that?
Eric something? I can't remember. I just remember it from Guitar Hero.
Yeah, but like very clear.
Yeah, that's a beautiful song.
Let's look this up quickly. Cliffs of Dover. Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson. Let's put him number 3.
Okay.
Eric
Because
Johnson.
that song itself, very
That's
technical.
worthy of a, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the expert song on that? Was it Through the Fire and Flames?
Through the
Great.
fire and the
So
flame.
Fire
I
and
think
Flames.
it's Herman Lee. Is the guitarist
Herman
from
Lee.
that.
Herman Lee.
Very, very good guitarist.
They still go in Dragon Force?
I don't know, but I love them. It's
Yeah.
just like nerd metal, you know?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
very
yeah.
like fantasy gaming.
Did you see them ever?
Synths, yeah.
No, I haven't seen them.
Dude,
no.
my first rock concert was Dragon
Really?
Force.
Really?
Because
Wow.
of at the Metro. Still remember it.
My first rock concert was Pearl Jam.
Really?
When I was
that
12
wow.
or 13. Yeah. it
That's
was very
mad.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, so Herman Lee.
Amazing. Yeah, Herman Lee is an absolute
We had
shredder.
Jimmy Page. Who's that last guy you said?
Eric Johnson
Herman Lee.
is number 5.
No, so we need number 5
We're
now.
just rattling off names. We've said Kingfish.
So Hendrix.
I think Eric Clapton's got to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Hendrix.
Just
Jimmy Page. Eric Clapton. Who was your one? Eric.
Johnson.
And then Herman Lee.
There's one guy that was in the original Fleetwood Mac, like pre-Stevie Nicks and everything. I think it's Paul Green? Peter Green. And he's amazing. Like, there's a lot of famous guitarists from the 60s that said he was the GOAT. He was
Wow.
really good. I don't know what happened to him, what he ended up doing, but, I mean, in those days, even George Harrison was great, they were good guitarists in,
I remember your
pop
dad had a
bands.
massive CD collection.
Yeah, and record collection as
Yeah.
well. I've pinched a bunch and kept them at home. I've got a record player and it's all hooked up, and I've got, all the best, I've picked all the best records, and some of them are so nice and so rare and so old, and
There's nothing like listening to music off a record.
it's amazing. Yeah,
It's the best.
Yeah,
I don't know what it
is.
cool.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is.
That's it.
All right,
We
man.
wrapped up?
How'd you feel?
Yeah,
Done a
good.
solid hour here.
beauty. That's
Sorry about
good.
the Beanboozled. Oh no, you got a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a
you
rotten
didn't.
egg.
No, you got the rotten egg.
It was the rotten egg tasted like in Sicily when you go to the islands and there's the volcano. One of the islands has a volcano and it smells like rotten egg, like the sulfur.
Oh,
dude,
really?
Japan has the same thing.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Hakone. And
It
they got-
smells like
Oh,
rotten
yeah,
egg.
Hakone.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
I know
weird.
as
Something with the sulfur.
When you go, Nick.
Yeah, one day I'll get there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This has been Marco Rochak.
Thank you for having
His
me.
run QR code and the link to it will all be on the socials if you
Beauty.
guys can follow, donate for a good cause. Thank you very much for watching. Marco, thank you very much for
Thank you
coming on. My oldest friend.
Beautiful.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love that sign off.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Cheers, guys.